Hi, I'm Dan Weedin. I'm a crisis management expert, and today we're going to talk about situational crisis communication theory. That's quite a mouthful, and it could probably be a full day class, but what I'm going to do here is break it down into just 4 parts. Part number 1 is in any type of communication theory, you really need to do some advanced planning. You need to make decisions before the decisions need to be made on how you are going to communicate with your employees after a crisis, how you're going to communicate with your clientele, how you're going to communicate with the media, and how you're going to communicate with your community. So that's step number 1. It takes some advanced planning. Step number 2 is you really need to practice, just like anything else. Take time, do some role playing, do some practice and some training so that when you are in front of the live cameras, or you have to be putting out press releases, you're putting out the information in a way that is effective, efficient, and comes across to your audience as being believable. Step number 3 is, to whom do you send all your information? You have to think about that in advance because your message may be different to different people. Number 1 is you're going to have to get information out to your employees. If it's a crisis that means they're not coming into work because your building burned down, you need to get that out to them. How are you going to do it? Are you going to do it via email, via text, via phone tree? Who knows? Decoder ring might even still work. But you have to have a plan for them. Your plan is going to be significantly different for your clientele, especially if you work nationally or internationally. How are you going to deal with the local media? How are you going to deal with the community? You need to think about who is your audience and how are you going to access them. And then finally, this is the most important, and it's a place that a lot of folks fall down. In an effort to not give away too much information or appear weak, they come across as dishonest and not candid. You really need to be honest about what the situation is, no matter how bad it is. And if you don't know the answer, it's okay to say, I don't know. But honesty and candor are important to all of those groups that I just talked about. Employees, clients, the community, they all want to know the truth. So be very honest, candid, and brief in how you communicate the crisis that's at hand. This has been Dan Weedin. Today we've been talking about crisis communication theory. See you next time.